actually there as well.
Yep.
And so this is just a little snippet, and I will give you a little bit of time to do some of the exercise, but I can't give you that much time as I obviously can do on the workshop. But it's enough to get you thinking. So when I run my vision and strategy workshop, there's 8 questions that we work through. And one of them is called core focus. And what we mean by core focus is like, what is it that your company is here to do? What is your mission about? What is your passion? And what is that core thing that you and only you or your company can do well? So when we talk about core focus, we're really looking for the intersection between your mission, your passion or cause, and this thing that you do really, really well. So I want to introduce you to something called the hedgehog principle. Has anybody heard of the hedgehog principle? Okay. Anybody read, obviously not read, what's his name again? Collins, who wrote Good to Great? No. Okay. So the hedgehog principle. Okay, so let's see if I can do some nice little circles. So you have to have these 3 things in place to have a good viable business. You have to have a good business model so you can bring in the money, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You want to be doing something that you're very good at.
Drinking.
No, this is all. Number 1, you're very good at it, mastery, and then you want to do something that you really, really love. And then this bit here is your sweet spot where this intersects. So when we talk about core focus, what we mean is you already have a business model that works for you. We're assuming that. You also want to do something that you really love. Because when you work for yourself, when you're in a business, you have to eat this, live this, dream this, sleep this, talk this, all the time. If you don't love it, you're going to start hating it, right? Mm. So make sure that you love it and make sure that you're good at it. Now the thing is, if you love something and you're no good at it, you're really going to be a bit somewhat mediocre, so you're not really going to bring in the pounds. If you love something, you bring in the pounds. Now I've done that the wrong way around. If you love something, you've done the pounds, but you're no good at it, that's when you're mediocre. If you love something, you're very good at it, but you don't bring in the pounds, what have you got then? You've got a hobby. You know, you're spending all your time doing what you love, but you don't bring the money in. It's an expensive hobby. So you really want all 3 elements together. So for this exercise, core focus, we're looking at this intersection here. What is it that you love? What's your business here to do? And what is it that you're really, really good at? Because we're assuming you've got this in place already. So that's what they call the hedgehog principle. There's a little story behind that, and the story goes something like, there's a fox and a hedgehog. And the fox is a wily creature. He knows exactly what to do and how to catch the hedgehog. Or he thinks he knows, right? He comes up with all strategies and plans, but they never work because the hedgehog is really, really good at one thing. Because when the danger comes, all he does is roll up in a little ball with his little spikes all over the place, and nobody can get to him. So that's where this hedgehog principle comes from. Okay. So the reason you want to focus is because really, you know, as companies, we have limited resources, limited in terms of time, money, and so on. And it's so easy to get distracted. So you really want to focus on what is it that you're good at, what is it that you love, and find that sweet spot. So the first thing is, what is it that you really love? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What is your cause? What is your passion? And when you know this, it's bigger than money, it's bigger than a goal, it's bigger than any industry. In fact, you can take it into any industry. So I would like you to take a bit of time now. I think you all have writing materials and so on.
There are pads, I think there's pads on. If anyone wants a pad, pads here. Does anyone want? There we go. Does
Yeah.
anyone else need? No? Okay.